Welcome back, survivors. I'm SurvivalVis, and we return to Dinosystem. Now, we just finished off going through most of our jackpot that we hit up from the other day. So now I'm going to take some sharpstone and start cleaning up all these raw pelts that we've got. Because the last video was just a little talk with you guys about the milestone and what I have to kind of give you as a gift for just sticking around and helping grow the channel as you have. It means so much to me to have your help and comments and feedback on anything and everything. So now we're probably going to get all these cleaned up, which actually goes really fast. I'm surprised it's this easy to clean all the pelts up. They aren't in the best of shape though, at least not some of them. And then we'll probably do some crafting with them, like making ourselves a cape and a bedroll and stuff like that. Just some of our more essentials to say we have it all. So we'll keep this going along, and we'll make this episode more game-focused than me just kind of talking and ranting a bit. I've had, I think, a couple of episodes now this coming week that have just been focused on stuff like that, so I'm sure as much as you guys might enjoy listening to me ramble and rant on, you'd like a little variety too. Something I always want to provide on the channel, so this one will definitely be more game-focused as we'll make our bedroll and our cape next. We just got a couple more pelts. Oh, no, that's actually going to be the last pelt to clean right there. We've got a big pile of meat there, so we can keep getting our muscles and everything built up. Okay, so there's all of our pelts cleaned over there. So we already have the quiver. We could make the backpack and the cape. Bedroll, we need more leaves. Ah, you know what? What the hell? Let's go get some leaves. That should be pretty easy to do. Oh, well, that's the end of that one. So you know what? I don't think we'll take that leaf back with us. Oh, we got a few animals just kind of resting around, so we'll keep zoology turned on for one or two of them. Well, I think one leaf already left us because of the wind. Or maybe not. Oh, no, I guess so. Now, one of the tips I had from Big Mo was to try to get leaves more from the ferns if you can. Oh, shoot. Already losing some. There we go. Get those. Oh. Actually, we're getting a lot of leaves just blowing by us now. Ah, no, that one's in pretty poor shape, so we won't use that one. Hello, there's another good one. There we go. Drop everything off into Gabriel's Rest. And I do want to try to get more names out on the island if I can get feedback. So if anybody watching wants to have a request for a dinosaur, a landmark, etc., you just feel free to leave a comment asking for the name you'd like to see. I really want to get more involvement with you guys and have you feel like you're a part of this, because you really are, as I've been putting these videos out. It hasn't just been for my entertainment and something to do. You guys have been helping with subscribing, viewing, commenting. Everything's just been a great help to have you a part and along with it. So let's make up the bedroll first. We'll probably be using that more once winter does eventually roll around. Oh, there's a Triceratops just wandering back past us there. Sort of. Okay, so we've got a bedroll as well, and we're kind of running out of space in this place, aren't we? I don't know if I want to deconstruct that, though. Like, one of the things is that this did become a small house, so maybe we'll make another one somewhere else if we can find a nice big lake that we could use. For now, maybe each year, if we're alive for that long, maybe we'll try to change up where we are. Yeah, we're all running this pond down pretty low. Hopefully we get more rain soon with autumn coming in. Okay, so spear is good there. We got plenty of meat. We should probably look at getting something cooked. I'll probably put the leaf cape in there. It won't really have any purpose now that we have the pelts to be able to make a cape. And I can't tell what that... Is that our gut? Looks like it could well be our gut, but the thing is, it's at a bit of an angle for us. We'll probably have to do a little bit more athletics just to trim that down a bit. Okay, that should do for branches to make another fire. Oh, we gotta throw it on here. Ow. Oh, god damn it. Why do I keep stumbling? I'm not facing the wrong direction for anything. And that hurt us quite a bit. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, I gotta get a leaf from under... Oh, come on. I'm trying to get... Oh, there we go. Finally a leaf. Okay, let's try some first aid. Try to clean up some of our wounds a bit. We'll probably just take it easy and rest if we can. I had a feeling we'd come across another Troodon, but... That's what I meant when I should be careful how often I leave that door open. Food is going to draw everything in around us. Well, it's down to 40%, so we might as well get our next leaf out too. And I can't really eat because I don't know... Oh, come on! God, as much as you want to keep it realistic, it is super annoying that at the 98% mark, you have the item vanish on you. But hopefully this will be enough to remedy that. And of course the high temperature is also draining our health, which we can't do anything to escape. Okay, well there's a little bit more down. Now, I'm going to have to try to make a run, go into the water a bit. Yeah, I have to admit, this last update, I think it killed the climate way too much. The numbers are off the chart now for how bad it is for how temperature goes up. Yeah, we're dead. Dinosystem is a weird game because of it doesn't balance itself as properly as it should in a way. Like, I know you want to try to make it a realistic simulator, but you also have to weigh what the gameplay mechanics feel like to play as well. So I am going to reload a previous save. So just give me a moment here and I will do that. Okay, so we're back. I'll unpause things, and we still have all the pelts to go through, but I think, yeah. So we'll just do that again. But Dinosystem is a weird game because you have to figure out what you're aiming for the game to be. Like, let's take a look at, say, another survival game that I've done on the channel I enjoy, The Long Dark. It's another game where it's trying to do itself really kind of pristine there as being a survival game too, where it wants to keep a lot of realistic factors in and present for everything you're engaging and interacting with. And the climate can be a killer, but you also have ways of anything that throws a hazard at you, you have a way of being able to counteract. For instance, where the Long Dark has extreme cold, you can go inside buildings that have a different ambient temperature to them. You have fires you can light and clothing you can kind of equip yourself with. In Dinosystem, unfortunately, the climate is... I feel like it has to definitely be tweaked a bit, because 50 degrees Celsius on an island that also gets snow should be impossible anywhere in the world. I don't see anywhere you could manage to have 50 degrees Celsius summers and then also minus 10 degree winters. So that's something the climate needs some tweaking on. And also stuff like the progress in how you're exactly doing what your crafts are. Like, you have 96% and your leaf is suddenly done. And also the time it does take you to get things done is a little iffy, depending on what your style of game is. It's one... Dinosystem is a game where you can be rewarded with it, but you also have to be willing to put in the time sink for it. Because it really does kind of come as a time sink. Alright, I needed to get the leaves for the bed. 1, 2... Oh, god damn it. That's another thing, is a stupid wind. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. There we go. Okay, got that. No. You're coming too. I feel like Dinosystem, it could use a little bit more time just trying to weigh in what should be considered as a mix of realism and also just enjoyable gameplay mechanics. It's something, it'll take time and work, and it does have potential right here as is to be an enjoyable experience if you have the time in. So it's just, I think, more that your problems, as in any other survival game, will pile up if things start going wrong, but also there should just be a few more little balance changes, like the climate. I would almost say, I don't know how hard it would be, but almost make different islands with different biomes in a way. Like, you can choose, do you want a super tropic island where you never have to worry about freezing to death, but you will have to worry about becoming severely dehydrated or burning alive or stuff like that, where it could become a complete desert in a couple of days if it stays super hot. Or likewise have an island where you're dealing with the cold more often, so you have a higher chance of being frozen to death. Maybe a little thing like that, just because right now it feels super weird to have the island be where you can have temperatures that go up to over 50 degrees in the summers, and yet get snow and ice and everything in the winters. But with any game in early access that's being developed over time, things will slowly work along, checks, tests, bug fixes, everything will come over time. It's just something that, when you do experience them, you have that little frustration you hit, like, oh, god damn it. Like our little encounter with that Troodon we had. I'm still surprised the spear does so little damage, and there was a lot of stumbling we were doing too, so it might just be small, minor things like that eventually get tweaked and adjusted. Oh, need a little more water. Okay, let's start getting some branches off. Because we'll probably make a few sticks, get an axe or two made. Two, three, 4, 5. And close the door up again, grab ourselves a sharp stone. And start cleaning the branches off. Yeah, so game-centric talk, as I said, we definitely have that this episode. There's another branch done. We'll make that into a stick. And one of the things that I will also talk a little bit about now not just this game, but all games, is constructive criticism or constructive feedback. Like, if you kind of view anything media-wise, like, a good example was Pokemon Sword and Shield. I know it's a weird topic to come into, but that's one that had a lot of criticism and things directed towards it about why the whole dex wasn't coming back. In a way, I can understand why. I mean, you have to remember, there's going to be, what are they up, over 800 different ones now? That is a lot to try squeezing into a game about how you would get them all put together. Like, how would you go and have 800 different things to get in a single game? I do admit I can understand the negativity towards that and the Dexit as it was called. But I also do think that Game Freak could have taken the feed... Oh, shoot. There goes that one. Let's take that. Ooh, didn't want to hide vegetation. There we go. Basically, if you're going to leave feedback on a game, try to leave the what is the matter and why you think it's the matter. Like, one thing I have that I dislike is people who just complain, but they never actually try to improve or speak up about changes they'd like to see done. Like, Dinosystem was a prime example of where there were some changes I would like to have seen done and put in the feedback episode I did. And even episodes I'm playing right now where it's like, the climate is pretty high and it makes the game bad. But it might be something where maybe the numbers just need to be reduced, or maybe try to make a new subsection to give a little more variety into how things play out in a way. Stuff like that, where don't just say it sucks, because that doesn't help anyone, no matter what way you think it does. What you should instead do is try to say, this could use some improvement, here's maybe a suggestion to help with that. Just give proper constructive feedback that isn't just a negative thing towards it. If you have the passion, you do want to see it improved, make sure you convey that, and that you do want to see it improved and bettered. These days, it is so easy and so often visible just to kind of completely dismiss things, or just to kind of come off showing that you only care about the product's end and you don't care how they do it, but it should be better. That just doesn't feel right to kind of take the attitude, in my opinion. So, Dinosystem, there might be things that frustrate me, but it's never going to be that, oh, this just sucks, and I'd never say anything more. I always want to see something I can do to help change that in a way, or feedback I can leave to help improve stuff. Like, again, 43 degrees in... holy hell. That is pretty hot, but I do think it is just a little bit more tweaking in the numbers to see if it should be that high, or there should be a more modest climate, etc. for things. Oh, I need just a regular sharpstone for that. Oh, actually, I'm down to just... I'll have to make some more sharpstones soon, too. I guess I'll be making them right about now. Or, you know what, let me try with a big one, see how that works. Yeah, that'll work too. So be sure, if you are engaging in any games and you want to leave feedback about it, don't just be one of the guys who attacks and well, I shouldn't say criticizes, because there is good criticism, bad criticism, but don't be one of the ones who just leaves a thing that they dislike it. Say say what you dislike about it, why you dislike it, and if possible, how you'd like to see it improve. Complaining doesn't really do anything besides get on everybody's nerves and just brings morale and emotions down. Nobody really likes hearing or listening to complaining. But people do like being able to talk about their ideas and opinions and suggesting ways that might improve everything for everyone. Oh my god, the puddle is so small now. Yeah, unless we get rain, I think we might even be roasted alive, too. And I can't really light a fire because we're going to die from that, so I think I'm going to have to... Yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to get some sleep if we can. Oh boy, though. This is brutal temperatures right now. So that's one thing. I do want to curate the community a little bit, just to kind of help keep it positive and everybody working towards a good goal. we're all people, we're all humans who are watching, enjoying, stuff like that. There's no reason for us to really be at each other's throats, or at odds, or ends, etc. I do feel these days, with toxicity being more on the rise out there, it's not... I wouldn't actually say it's people being toxic just because they want to be, but it's more their passion... It's kind of fully sunk into something, so they don't have any other outlets for it. Like... Say you have a dream to pursue something that isn't actually feasibly in reach for your circumstances. Like, say you want to be an astronaut, but you're in a lower class family with very little there. And once you realize that might not be possible, all the passion you have for that has to go into something else. So say it goes into a game, and then you have criticism against the game, and you feel like that's an attack on your dream in a way. I feel like that's kind of where the toxicity comes from. Is that people's passions don't have the same outlets anymore, or the same diversity, so it kind of comes into this thing where it feels more like a personal attack than something else, and it just kind of snowballs into something much worse. This community, I want to try to help curate and just keep it positive, friendly, open discussion, and just try to curb that early and to have my involvement with you guys. I think once you actually talk things out, everything becomes so much simpler and just straightforward. But with the time limit and my rambling just about up, I think we're going to leave this episode right here. So, thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Dinosystem. I will probably be going back and forth on... saves for a little while as I try to survive the first year. But we'll hopefully have a few more episodes of Dinosystem going up here or there. I do have a few more recordings to do. I don't know if I'll be able to do them today. My throat is pretty sore after the 4 already. But I'll have to see. Basically, thank you guys for watching as always. I know my rants can be a little opinionated on certain things. If you guys don't like those, be sure to leave me that in the comments, and I'll try to avoid those and only keep them in certain videos. Or I'll make big warning in the description or title that my opinions will be in them. I feel like a good Let's Player also has a way of letting you know who they are as well as what's going on in the game. A nice little mix of being present with the person and enjoying the game alongside them. But for now, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Please remember, as always, survivors, to take care and stay alive.